Hello, everybody. This is Trudy. I want to share with you something about the immune system. In fact, I'm calling it what is one simple thing that we can all do to support our immune system. And I think all of us could say, yes, our immune system has really taken a hit in the past few years. And with wintertime coming on, what can we do? Well, this picture shows you, or this video shows you how our immune system should work. That is an intruder in the body. And when your immune system spots an intruder in the body, then it should come in. It should summons every part of the immune system in to kill that intruder, to kick it out of the way before it can invade your cells and do harm. However, sometimes our immune system is this slow. It's like we've been feeding it potato chips and all kinds of junk, and it doesn't have the resources to respond quickly. It's just sitting there like a turtle. So what happens is the intruder gets into the cell, and guess what? Starts duplicating itself, affecting all the other cells, and pretty soon, you know what? We are sick because nothing stopped the intruder from coming in. So let's talk about one of those intruders. In fact, how does a virus work? Well, a virus is a submicroscopic infectious agent. It can grow or reproduce only when it's inside a cell. Did you notice that? When it's inside a cell. So the key is, how can we keep it from getting in there and doing what it's trying to do? Well, here's the deal. A key is to do everything that we can to keep it from entering the cell. Now, this is another way to say what the immune system should be doing. First of all, when the immune system sees an intruder, the first thing it should do is alert the whole system that there is an invader. The second thing it should do is identify that invader. In fact, it's like kind of doing a fingerprint of the invader. So the body, I told you, we're fearfully and wonderfully made. God made us in a miraculous way, and our body works phenomenally when we do our part to support that health. It actually identifies that invader, kind of like a code, and tells the whole body, okay, this is what you need to do to get rid of this. This is what it's made of, blah, 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 blah. This is where it is. So it identifies it, and then it actually warns. Our immune system actually warns surrounding cells to put up a shield, a protection against this invader. Is that not phenomenal? This is happening all the time without us thinking about it. And the fourth thing is the immune system calls in the killer cells to destroy the invader, whether this slide says virus, but it could be anything. But the killer cells come in and take care of it. So the key is for our immune system not to act like the turtle. We want our immune system to be in alert. We want it to be ready to attack so that the cells are not taken over. Because once it gets inside the cell, it's harder to take care of. It's like, for example, if we have an alarm on our house that warns us an intruder is trying to get in, we want to stop them before they get in, rather than having them get into the house. And then if the police come, they can't find them, or they're shooting at them and doing all kinds of things. So we want to keep it out. I know all of you agree with that. So I want to tell you a true story that might help you as far as knowing one key thing that we all can do. We all can work on our diet. We understand that. But this is a key thing that you might not even know the story about yet. Once upon a time, the year was 1954. Now, that was a very special year. What was going on in the world? Well, in music, Elvis Presley was beginning his music career. In the food world, TV dinners had just been introduced. In politics, the words "under God" were added to the U.S. Pledge of Allegiance back in 1954. In medicine, the first mass polio vaccination of children began in the U.S. 1954. Also, the first organ transplants were taking place. 1954. In Japan, something special was taking place in medicine. This is a picture of Dr. Kojima. I'm not going to try to say his first name, but Dr. Kojima was a world renowned immunologist, and he was studying the immune system. Now, this is what he discovered. He discovered something in the immune system called interferon. It was later called that, named that. But he discovered a substance in our immune system, and he also discovered its vital role in the body's immune response. And as I said, this substance later became known as interferon. So what is interferon? Let's see what it is. Well, it is an essential part of our immune system. It's a natural substance that's produced by the body, and it's found in every cell. Maybe we should say it's found in all of the trillions of cells that we have in our body. It's in every cell. Now, this is interesting. Interferon is produced in response to a variety of triggers, such as viruses, bacteria, or allergens. It then activates your body's response by mobilizing the macrophages, those Pac-Men that come in and eat, and other substances to neutralize those invaders. So it calls things into action to kill the invader, just like we talked about a little bit earlier. Now, Dr. Kojima pondered, how can the production of interferon in the body be naturally activated? Because obviously it's very, very important, and we need to make sure that it's working right in our body. So what in the world can we do? Well, as the medical field started understanding the importance of interferon, they started using synthetic interferon. Now, we all know that there's a difference between synthetic and natural. An example I like to use is, this is crazy probably to some of you, but is there a difference between a synthetic banana and a real one? Would you go eat a plastic one? No. Think about it. So the medical field started using synthetic interferons. However, they discovered these potential side effects. Look at this list. Flu-like symptoms, weakness, chills, muscle pain, low levels of white blood cells, all kinds of things. It goes on and on and on. Pain or swelling in the joints, puffiness in the face, arms, or legs. So even though they were trying to, quote, duplicate natural interferon and produce it in a synthetic form, this is what started happening. They started seeing these potential side effects when they would use that. So Dr. Kojima, after seeing the medical field, seeing all these potential side effects happen from using synthetic interferon, he just became more determined to find a way to naturally activate interferon production in our body. Like, how can we naturally do this? I discovered interferon, he said. There has to be a way that we can naturally do this. So, in fact, he made it a mission to find a natural way to support the body's own interferon production. He screened thousands of botanicals over a span of 40 years. Yeah, you read that right, guys. 40 years. He was combining different botanicals together to see in the lab what would naturally increase the production of interferon in the body without all the side effects of the synthetic interferons. Guess what? He succeeded. This was his life's mission. He succeeded after 40 years in finding a unique combo of 4 specific herbs that support the body in producing interferon more efficiently. It was his own unique formula. In fact, his formula is the natural way to keep your immune system finely tuned and on ready alert. We have clinical studies on this product. These include chronic hepatitis C, pollinosis or allergies, menopausal symptoms, PMS symptoms. I have copies of those clinicals. So think about this. Who do you know that has an immune system? That would be everybody. And they might want to know where to find this formula. I just told you the story. It's a unique story. So think about who you know that might want this info, because we are ambassadors to spread health to those we know. This is where you find it right here. This is Dr. Kojima's unique formula. Shaklee's Nutriferon. I love the name, Nutriferon, because you're using nutrients in the herbs to naturally increase the body's production of interferon. Is that cool? I love that Shaklee named it that. Okay, this is his unique formula. Reload page. I don't know what's going on there. Hang on a second. Let me back it up. Technology, what would we do without it? What would we do if it was working right? That'd be nice. What happened? Okay. So here we go. Let me open this up again. So it's Nutriferon. That's Shaklee's product. And yes, I keep it on hand all the time. And here's a little bit more about it. It is patented by Shaklee. We have worldwide rights to this. Nobody can reproduce this formula. It's clinically tested blend. It's gluten-free, kosher, helps maintain healthy immune function. No artificial flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives. And you're not going to find this in stores, guys. It's only available as a Shaklee product, but it's Dr. Kojima's formula. And of course, we know, most of you on here are using Shaklee products, and we know that this product is backed by the Shaklee 100% safe guarantee, 100% proven guarantee, 100% guaranteed period, regardless. And we won't go into all this slide tonight, but that's because Shaklee products are safe, and they're not like those that are just on the shelf, because companies don't have to prove anything when they put a vitamin on a shelf. They're not regulated by the FDA. That's straight from the FDA website. We know that. So when a company has the money and the longevity that Shaklee has to invest in research and prove that these products are safe without a shadow of a doubt, then you know you can trust them for yourself, and you can trust them to share with your friends. So you can think about Nutriferon kind of like the conductor in an orchestra. He's the one that keeps everything together, calls everything in when it should be called in, calls in the clarinets and the trumpets when they should come in. Well, interferon is the thing that calls the part of your immune system in to do that. So now, after that quick little story, you know why we call Dr. Kojima a hero in the field of immune support. So, in answering the question that I posed at the beginning, what's the one simple thing that we all can do to support our immune system? It would be get acquainted with Shaklee Nutriferon, because that's a unique formula that's changed so many people as far as making sure that their immune system is ready to go. Also, just a reminder that supplements are not an excuse for a poor diet. We don't just eat junk all week and say we're going to just take a supplement to fill in the gaps. No, we're not perfect, but we try to do our very best on what we are doing. Also, it's just a reminder to all ambassadors, which is the new name for the Shaklee distributors. Now, some of you may not know about this benefit, but there are some people, of course, that have this on auto ship and get it every month. And this is one of those products that gets an additional discount when you put it on the monthly loyalty order or auto ship. It's one of those products. Or even if it's not on a monthly order, if you set up something as an auto ship and Nutriferon is there, then you get an extra discount as long as you are listed as a distributor with Shaklee. That's one of those perks. Now, I'm going to explain where to find the list of the other products that give a discount. I'll do that in the ambassador part, because some of you are distributors and have no idea that there are some discounts that are not even advertised by Shaklee. I'll explain to you that if you'll hang on after the call. So for more info on any of this, just contact me through my personal website. I'm Trudy Bledsoe. And now we're going to turn this off, stop the recording, have live Q&A. You can type into the chat. And after that, we'll go into the ambassador connection to answer questions that people might have about that. So let me stop the recording.